in Tallahassee. I stayed over at a friend's house last night, got in at 1 a.m., stayed up talking until 3 a.m. I woke up at 7:15 in the morning. It is 8:45 this morning, mid-70s. It's going to get up into the mid-90s here in Florida. And I'm going to visit my parents, and I'm going to see Harry Potter World. How about that? In Indio, California, the temperature was 110 degrees. My battery overheats at 120 degrees. Normally not an issue at all whatsoever, but when the temperature outside is 110, suddenly it becomes an issue. So, now that it's going to be in the 90s, I've got a little more wiggle room. So I'm going to be keeping track of the battery's temperature pretty much all day. To avoid overheating is I'm going to slow down my charging and charge at about half the rate that I normally do. I'm going to keep my charging to about 5 or 6 kilowatts and see how the battery responds. Should be fine. I've done it before, so I think that will keep me in the safe range. 300 miles to go today, so for me a fairly average day. So I was talking to my friends in Tallahassee last night. I came upon an interesting point. Since I'm on an electric motorcycle, I ride, then I charge, then I ride, then I charge, then I ride, then I charge, and that's how I get places. I've gone 525 miles in a single day, and my average this year is 443 miles. Now those are long days in which I am traveling the entire day. I don't have time to actually go see roadside interesting things or tour different places. I see the world from the motorcycle. One of my friends was saying, like, best part of road trips is stopping and seeing something interesting. And so I thought that was a very valid point. And now that it's getting easier and easier to travel via electric motorcycle, I will be able to stop more and more and still cover a decent amount of distance. My average distance traveled the last 2 years was 310 miles. Now that my average is 443 miles, a 300-mile day, like today, is easy. So I'm able to travel farther and still have time to see tourist sites. It's only going to get easier than this, especially with the multi-billion-dollar infrastructure stimulus from Obama. That will seriously help everyone's ability to travel via electric vehicles. It's getting easier. By the way, now that I've been in California and been able to lane split legally, it's killing me not to lane split right here. Look at all that width. Come on, other states. Let motorcycles lane split. It's safer for them and allows all the traffic to move forward faster. Let's go. Going from Tallahassee only about 30 miles to a stone's throw RV park, which is I've been to before. And one of the fun things about having taken a lot of road trips is that now that I'm back east, I've been to a lot of these charging stations before, so there's a lot less unknown about them. For example, this is an RV park. They have agreed to let me charge last year. So calling them this year, I knew that they were almost definitely going to let me charge. RV park this way. This is the Stone's Throw RV park. Just gonna charge up here. Oh, there's some shade. Yes. It's awesome to have some shade from the blazing sun. That's what I'm talking about. And then I just gotta leave a couple bucks in the box and we're good to go. Talked to the lady last night. She was happy to help.
Pays men. Hillary pays 67 cents less.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So Trump pays women better than Hillary does? Yeah. Interesting.
And he's got more that are in executive positions.
More women that are in executive positions?
The top of the executive positions.
All right, man. Good talking to you. Wow, that was amazing. So chatting with this guy for like 15 minutes. All right, thank you. A Stone's Throw RV park. Rode up, plugged in, and now I'm back on my way. It is 9:45, and it's getting hot. Definitely in the 80s now. Started out in the 70s, and just had a conversation initially about my motorcycle. The guy's like, wow, this is a really cool motorcycle. And then he immediately switched to topics about how there is no white privilege. Apparently that doesn't exist to him. Neither did it exist in the 40s. And Levittown was a place of equal opportunity for black and white people to purchase a house after World War II. Also, Trump pays women better than Hillary does. Hillary's a liar. She's responsible for her deaths. And it's fascinating to get into the mind of someone who, where the world is just skewed in such a strange way. Not really based on any fact. Florida State Troopers keeping us safe from wayward Mack trucks. I don't even know what town this is going to be in. All I know is I'm going to Roundtree Monroe Nissan. They let me charge there last year, so I'm hoping they're going to let me charge there again. Alright, down to 11% of my battery. But the last time I got down to 12 or 11%, I was losing power. Fortunately, the Nissan dealership is just under that bridge. Oh my gosh, maybe it's a Ford now. Oh, look at that. I thought this was the place I had been. Why? Oh, I went to the Ford. Whoops. Oh no, now I have to go 2 miles. Oh, I went the wrong way. I came to the right town, went the wrong way, so I have 2 more miles to go. Oh man. I know that I was like, this place doesn't look familiar at all, and I've totally charged up here. Okay, I'm gonna call an audible. I was originally going to the Nissan dealership in town, but as I rode through town, I found that there's an RV park here. I haven't called ahead or anything. What I'm going to do is I am going to just pull in and ask and see if I can charge there. Alright. Store and RV registration. Let's just check in with them here. Alright, In and Out RV Park in Monroe, Florida. That's where I am, Florida. And just talked to the lady and she said it was a-okay. So I'm gonna go right in the shade, park here, keep the bike cool, keep me cool. And I'm actually gonna use my Elcon chargers and charge at 5 or 6 kilowatts. It's gonna take a little longer to charge, but it'll keep the battery cooler. Sweet, here we go. See how fast I've gotten at this. Alright, it is off. Plug it in, turn it on, and then come over to the chargers, plug these in, and we've got power. And then I'm going to listen for that sweet, sweet sound of the fan turning on. Yes! Lake City, Florida, second stop of the day. 93 degrees out, very muggy. I'm going to be here for about an hour and a half instead of just 45 minutes because I'm charging more slowly to keep the battery temperature stable. Right now, the battery is at about 110 degrees. If it gets to 120 degrees, then I'm not going to be able to keep going forward. But plan B is, if I make it to Jacksonville and I start getting close to 118 degrees or something like that, then I can just stop and hang out in Jacksonville, wait till nighttime when it's cooler, when the air is cooler and the bike is cooler, and then go home from there. But for now, it's time for lunch. Charging up at the In and Out RV Park in Lake City, Florida. Got here, my battery temperature was 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's 114 degrees Fahrenheit. So it went up a little bit while I was charging. I'm gonna be heading off to Jacksonville pretty soon. Only 60 miles, pretty easy leg. The battery's temperature rose from 110 to 114 degrees Fahrenheit, getting ever closer to that critical temperature of 120 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point it doesn't go no more. 93 degrees at 1:20 p.m. in Lake City, Florida. Alright, here's Florida. It's flat, nothing really to look at. So this is actually the hardest part of the day for me. That's because I'm exhausted. One, didn't get much sleep last night, so I only had about 4 hours of sleep. Then, I just ate lunch, and now all the blood is in my stomach instead of in my brain, and so I'm trying to fight for consciousness while riding a motorcycle. 2 raindrops just hit the face shield of my helmet, and I got so excited. I'm so tired right now, but it woke me right up, and I thought, am I going to get rained on? Please, 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 please rain on me. Hello, Jacksonville. There it is. Awesome. Nice view. So I'm gonna go in here, get in the shade, and figure out how long it'll take to charge. All right. Hey, I'm here to charge up using your charging station.
You can't come in if you're not a monthly partner.
Can not even for like half an hour? I just need to charge for a little bit.
Not a monthly partner.
No? I won't even take up a space. I'll be near one of the poles. Okay, what's the normal fee? Like after hours or whatever? Is there like a $5 fee or something? Because I'm happy to pay like $5 or something to... I actually don't have any charge right now, so I can't actually go anywhere. Ooh. Alright. Well, do you know where another charging station?
Electricity?
Yeah.
No gas?
Not at all. There's no room.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
A company called Zero Motorcycles makes them. They're out in Santa Cruz. All right, I'll check in there.
They just built that one so public can park in that one.
All right. Okay, thanks for your help. All right. Well, that sucks. Nice people, just doing their job, but damn. I need to be charging right now. All right, at Jack's. The ride to Jacksonville went perfect. I'm hooked up to a charge point station at 5 kilowatts. I'm at the Jack's chamber, and I'm wearing a leather jacket. It's 95 degrees out, so I gotta go find a place to chill out. Maybe I'll go in there. That looks nice and cool. Charging up in Jacksonville, they have this great waterfront downtown area that has plenty of places to get food and also see the waterfront. Nice. So I'm charging up. I am getting some fluids in me, and the bike is charging up using a charge point station so I can keep track of it from here, which is amazing, and I wish everyone else would do that. Please do that, everyone else. It's 3:07. I'm going to be out of here at 3:30. All right, thank you, Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce. Had a good charge. Here we go. You can see their cool building right here. Jack's Chamber. There's the charge point station. 6.6 kilowatts shared. Decided to charge up quickly at 6.6 kilowatts, kind of to test to see what the limits are. So right now my battery is at 118 degrees Fahrenheit, and 120 is the limit. So if I ride gently, then the temperature didn't go up last time. So yes, Rondron Surf Shop, that's a good sign. Rain from the sky, that's a good sign. Only about 10 miles to go on the highway, and then I'm going to be in St. Augustine. St. Augustine, Florida, Ponce de Leon Boulevard. This is where you find the Fountain of Youth and hopefully electric car charging stations. Let's see how this goes. What I think I'm going to do is just charge at a lower rate at first, at like 3 kilowatts, and see how the temperature goes. Power max. There's no power going to the power max. Oh, it appears to be blinking. And now, I see a little bit of action. I should have pulled this in earlier. Let's go. It's plugged in. I've got one elk on and the onboard going. Let's check the temperature. Riding screen, 117 Fahrenheit. Okay, so it went down during the ride. That's good. All right, thank you, Hilton Doubletree, for the charge. Very nice concierge who said, feel free to charge up, no problem, even though I'm not staying here. I was here for about an hour or an hour and a half, because I needed to charge more slowly than usual because my battery is really hot. It is 117 degrees and I don't want to get it to about 120. It's 5:50. I should get to the BMW around 7 because they close at 8 and I really want to sit in air conditioning because it's been 95 all day. And now that it's 5 or almost 6 p.m., it's going to get a little bit cooler. So that is also good news. Tallahassee to Jacksonville to Titusville, 300 miles, started at 8:30 a.m. And I should get in before 12 hours is up. And the boss will lose its pride, but don't give up on me. What will be, sweet ending. I know I promised you a life, and with an empty bed and the words I said don't carry any weight. Daytona Beach, LPGA Boulevard. On this road there are 3 charging stations. Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, buddy. What the frick is this? Do not enter one way. Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way back? I think this happened to me last time too. Well, I did it again. I popped another breaker. Charging my motorcycle up at Fields BMW. Super friendly people. And this screen is supposed to have stuff on it. It doesn't. I'm up to 53%. That's pretty good, but not enough to get me home. So I asked someone to reset the charger, so hopefully it's gonna come on soon. This is the second time I've done this here. I came here last year, charged up. They had an i3 plugged in at the same time and it popped the circuit. And now I've done it again. So these guys are gonna like remember me as the guy who pops the circuit every time he plugs in his electric motorcycle. Whoops. Their charge point station right there. Did the job for quite a while, but now I broke it. I had it plugged into the supercharger. Supercharger was humming along at 6.6 kilowatts, and then BAM! It went dark. Hotter than that. This is very uncomfortable to touch. So, we're looking for a Nissan Leaf. We're gonna meet some more new friends. Charging at car dealerships, I definitely get a look into corporate culture. So I just charged at the BMW place. They were amazing, totally welcoming, made me feel wonderful. And when I talk about BMWs, I'm gonna say they're amazing people and you're gonna have a great experience. I come to Nissan dealerships, I often have great experiences. I've had a couple of actually really memorable ones, but then just down the road from this phenomenal BMW experience, now I'm at this place and they're just like a little skeptical and they're like, oh, well, we have a bunch of car thieves out here. And I'm like, did you just claim that you think I'm a car thief? You know, they were nice, they were fine, but, you know, not as welcoming. So, you know, dealer training is very important in how you set the tone of culture in your group. The charging cord is under the garage door here. They have the air-conditioned space inside and they are running the wire out to my motorcycle. Thank you, Nissan dealership in Daytona, for letting me charge up. Just needed to charge up a little bit. They have a fast charger here. Man, I wish I could have used that. Visiting my family, seeing my girlfriend, she's coming down, and then we're going to Harry Potter World. Oh yeah. So, okay, so I just rode through that cloud of dust and smoke and now it's all over me. What the frick? Here we go, getting on I-95 South for the last time, which means I'm almost home, and it also means after that I will be heading to my actual home in New Jersey, just outside of New York City. Pretty pumped about that too. I have been away from my own bed for a long time. Titusville Historic District. Oh yeah. Alright, heading home. I'm gonna sign off for the night. Quite a day. Blew 2 breakers and had to charge more slowly than the optimal speed because it was so hot. And now it's time to relax. Peace.
Yeah, right there. See it? Trying to get over here a minute. I want to get a picture of you. Just look at me a minute. Okay. The video. There it goes.